Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Perino. I'm the Director of Communications for the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors, and I want to welcome you to another Breakfast with Benefits. And our friend Alex from Real Grader is back with us today, as well as Josh. I see Josh on there. We are going to learn all about how to do reels and videos on TikTok and Instagram, and find out how these can be really beneficial for our business. So without further ado, I will give it to Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. All right. Stacy's on video, Lauren's on video, Lainey's on video, Liz is on video, Ann's on video. For the rest of you not on video, this is a video class. This is TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Reels. You definitely want to get on video if you're able to turn on your camera, It's a lot more engaging when I can see you. And also you want to start to get used to the camera, because this is really the future of social media, is actually you being online versus your properties being online. You know, the old mindset of like, I got to advertise my properties. I got to get my listings out. I got to advertise, push listings out. That's not what people are interested in on social media. The biggest thing missing on social media is actually you. Like you showing up on social media. When you show up on social media, when you show up on camera, the amount of views you get, the amount of activity you get goes way, way up. Right? It's like if I tried to teach this class like this, would you be entertained? Would it be engaging? Would it be interactive? Not as much, right? So that's like you on social media right now. If you're not on video, you're a static image. Like you're a listing, you're a post. That's cute. But this is like, I'm here, I'm on social media, connect with me, list with me, talk to me, ask me questions. That's really what this is all about. So today I'm going to get into the difference between TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. I'm going to get into what I've seen and experimented with as far as what's the catchiest content, what's the best way to put out content, what's something that a lot of realtors are doing they're missing the boat on. I'm going to point out a couple of things they're not doing right and a couple of things that you can put in. And I'm going to give you an opportunity for one of you to get in the hot seat with me, and I'll review all your accounts with you and give you live feedback on how to improve them. How does that sound? Sound good? Awesome. All right, so I'm going to turn on this screen share right here. You can see my screen, right? So Josh from my team is also on the call. And the agenda today is I'll give you a little bit about who I am. I'll talk about shorts, TikToks, and Reels. I'll put somebody in the hot seat and review their online profiles. And then I'm going to give you a bonus opportunity. If you need help with any of this, we're here to help you. So I'll give you a little background about me. This is my mom. She's actually a retired realtor. She was a realtor in Long Island, New York. She worked in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. And I came home from college in 1999, and she was struggling with the internet. She didn't know how to put a listing into the computer. That's when everything went from like the big magazine, books, to, hey, now I got to do everything online. My mom was freaking out because she had this big house with a mortgage. She was a single mom and she had to pay the bills. So I came home that summer. I started helping her. And she had this one listing that she got. It was like a commercial listing. She was residential, and she wanted to see if she could sell it. And she was actually scared to try to sell it because she didn't think she could do it. And I said, Mom, just take the listing. And we took the listing and I did some email marketing for her, and we found a buyer, and it was an $80,000 commission check. And I was like, oh, damn, realtors make a lot of money. And if you know how to do digital marketing, you can make even more money. And that's when her friends started asking me for help. That's when her broker started asking me for help. And then I built a website and marketing company out of my mom's garage. And we've been doing real estate and website marketing for over 21 years. So my mom, by the way, built her entire career in real estate from zero. She got to America with $0. And she worked in the factory in Queens, New York. She did rentals in Forest Hill. and then she upgraded to residential. Then she started selling houses on Long Island, and then she was able to purchase this home, and then she rented this home out before she could even live in it, and then eventually she owned it, and then she sold it, and now she retired. Pretty crazy. True entrepreneur, right? So obviously I followed in her footsteps. Instead of being a realtor, I was licensed for many years. I became a real estate technology coach and built up a real estate technology company. I've trained over 40,000 agents. We're now partnered with Remax, Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway, EXP, and we just got a deal with the Miami Association of Realtors to do digital cards for all 65,000 members, which is crazy. We just got that last week, Mary. I also won a 2CC award, which is making $1 million from digital marketing funnel. So imagine one funnel campaign making $1 million. So I built an entire team around this. I also have a real estate influencers podcast them on, but we have the top 100 realtors on this podcast. But I did this not alone. I did this with a huge team. And that's what I want to share with you all is social media is not necessarily a one-person show, right? You've been sold on the concept like, I got to do all this social media. I got to be online all the time. But really the big players, they're not doing it alone. They have teams, they have assistants, they have virtual assistants, they use tools, they schedule stuff. Some of them have people come in and shoot their videos for them. So, I mean, it's a work in progress. So I want to get a sense of like, where do you all stand right now? How many of you are on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram? Let me know if you have all three in the chat, or if you're missing any, let me know which ones you're missing. Elizabeth says, I'm just on Instagram. Awesome. Lauren says, I use Instagram. Brother says, no TikTok. Lainey missing YouTube, TikTok, Insta, Facebook. Frank says none. Awesome, awesome. So I kind of know where you're all at. Some use Insta. Penny says you have me covered. Awesome. Yeah, we do Penny stuff for her. Natalia, I have all, just don't use it. Maritza says I'm on Instagram. Awesome. I love all the feedback in here. Perfect. So we're going to get into it. 48% of realtors said keeping up with technology is a big challenge. I'm sure you're dealing with that at all as well. It's no time, complex, it's frustrating. And a lot of you need a lot of help with this, right? So here's the first thing. I want you all to participate with me, right? So participation in the chat, which I see you're doing right now. And this is another way to participate. Josh is on the line. This is his number. If you'd like to interact with us during this webinar, send a text to Josh. He's not going to spam you or anything. He's not going to like call you or bother you. This is just to interact on the call. Send him a text with your name and how many years you've been in the business. I'll give you a moment to do that. His number is 561-506-6999. And what we're also going to do is we're going to select one of you from these texts to actually put you in the hot seat today and review all of your profiles for free. We'll give you recommendations on what to improve. You're all going to learn from it. Josh, how we doing? We getting some text coming in?
We are. So Lauren's been in the biz 2 years.
Okay, awesome.
I've got another number, but no name, says 7 years. Liz Higgins, 7 years. Lainey's 1 year in the biz, and she was in a 30-year career prior to that. So awesome. Welcome to real estate, Lainey.
All right, awesome. Keep texting in so we know where you're at. And this really works for anybody, okay? Whether you're a brand new agent, I'm going to give you tips today that is going to solidify your digital presence for the future. Or if you've been in the business for 30 years, I'm going to give you tips on how to get caught up to date with all of this social media and digital marketing. So my goal is to teach you how to build a strong digital presence without wasting hours and hours trying to figure it all out. This is what I see in the industry for 21 years, is a lot of my clients have tried a lot of things, spent a lot of time, and they're not seeing the results. My goal is to get you to have results as quick as possible, right? I mean, how many of us want results as quick as possible, right? So what we do at RealGrader is we actually measure, manage, and maximize your digital presence. And we've measured over 30,000 agents, and we've analyzed over 240,000 online profiles. When I say online profiles, I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, homes.com, realtor.com, Zillow. And then the most important one for all of you is Google. Google Business is the most important one for all of you. And you may not see it. You may have thought Zillow was it, or realtor.com was it, or I got to be on Facebook or Instagram. You have to be on Google at this point. Every top producer has an amazing Google business profile with lots of 5-star reviews. And that's going to be a big part of what you do in the next year to 2 years, is building that up. So these are the most common mistakes we see: inconsistent social media, lack of branding, broken links and outdated information, inappropriate or negative content, missing profiles, like some of you have some profiles missing, duplicate profiles, or the data is not synchronized. This is a way for you to get a free grade. You might want to write this down, getyourfreegrade.com. This is our software that analyzes 181 data points on all 8 of your profiles and gives you a grade out of 100. And the grade looks something like this, right? Tells you what's missing. It finds all your profiles. We built this technology a couple of years ago. It's been crazy. So getyourfreegrade.com. And I'll give you an opportunity at the end. You can schedule time with Josh by sending him a text, and he'll actually review your online profiles for free. So let's get into it. The average grade for over 30,000 realtors is a 30. This guy is the #1 Remax team in the world. He does Instagram, he does YouTube, he does TikTok, he does Google. He has 960 reviews. He has a marketing team, and he scored an 82 out of 100, the highest grade we've ever seen. Pretty crazy. So let me get into TikTok. Let me get into the content right now. TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. For a lot of you, this might be Greek, and for some of you, you're going to learn a lot today, is that this is the difference with these kind of profiles, okay? TikTok was created, basically, is the fastest growing social media out there right now. It's early in real estate. There's not a lot of realtors on it. It's definitely an opportunity to get into something, but I would say TikTok is a little advanced for a lot of people. And it's probably the 9th profile that you should consider. There's 8 more before that. But I want to go over it because it's up and coming. TikTok allows you to upload videos that are 3 minutes, 60 seconds, or 15 seconds. So imagine the maximum you can do is 3 minutes. So why do little kids love TikTok? Like my kids are all over TikTok. Anybody have a guess why people love TikTok right now? Shoot it in the chat or say it out loud. Go for it.
Their attention span is about this big.
You hit the nail on the head. That's it. So what happened is TikTok is really fast for scrolling. It's really fast for consuming content. And if I watch my kids on it just to really understand, because you remember when all of us said, well, the kids are on Facebook, I don't need to be on Facebook? Well, guess what? Now we're all on Facebook. Remember when we said the kids need to be on Instagram, I don't need to be on Instagram, and now we're all on Instagram. Guess what's going to happen in 5 to 10 years? You're all going to be on TikTok. Right? I mean, that's where it's going. It's a fast consumption content. It's called short format video, right? YouTube was long format video. TikTok is short format, and YouTube Shorts is the competitor to TikTok because they called it YouTube Shorts for short format content. Okay, now why else is TikTok so big? Because so many people are on it worldwide that it gets a lot of views. Okay, now I consider TikTok my playground because I just go test things on TikTok. If I have an idea, if I think a piece of content's going to do good, I test it on TikTok because so many people will that I'll know it's actually good or not based on how many views it gets. And then I use that content for Instagram, for Facebook, for LinkedIn, because I know it worked. Does that make sense? You know, like you ever watch like the Super Bowl and those like amazing commercials come on? They're testing it in a very big population. And when that commercial does well, guess what happens? You'll see it all over TV and they're going to spend a ton of money advertising that commercial. TikTok is like that. TikTok's like the Super Bowl. You can test something. Mary had tested her cat on TikTok. It probably would have got 10, 20,000 views. You should probably just repost it on TikTok, by the way, Mary, because I would bet that it's going to get a lot. If it got a lot on Instagram, it's going to get a lot on TikTok, probably even more. So TikTok is a great place to try stuff out. Okay, don't be afraid to go test it. It's so early right now. Nobody's going to judge you for something you posted on TikTok for sure. It's very low judgment over there. Instagram's got a little more judging going on. Facebook even more than that. Okay, so you kind of get the picture there. I'm going to get into it some more. Yeah, and Stacy said the kids aren't even on Facebook anymore. My kids don't even like know what Facebook is. Yeah, totally. But that's where it all started. So while videos uploaded to YouTube Shorts can be up to 60 seconds, okay, short videos recorded on YouTube app itself can be a maximum of 15 seconds. So YouTube Shorts is just a competitor to Instagram Reels. It's the competitor to TikTok videos. Instagram Reels feature a maximum video length of 30 seconds, whether recorded or they're uploaded at the same time. Okay, so you have a sense of the format. Now, YouTube, you can go a full hour. Like Mary's going to record this webinar and she's going to post it on YouTube. That's a long format video. She's not going to put it on Shorts. She's not going to put it on Reels. She's not going to put it on TikTok. She's going to put it on YouTube proper. All right, so let's get into TikTok. This is an example of a TikTok video. And what's nice about TikTok and what's nice about Instagram is that you can add little animations over it. You can put little GIFs over it. You can use trending music. And by using trending music and using certain hashtags, you get more views. Okay. So for example, I was at the KW family reunion and I posted this on TikTok. And then I put hashtag real estate, hashtag Orlando, hashtag Disney, because I wanted to pick up all the Disney people to watch it. Hashtag real estate agent, hashtag KW family reunion. By putting the hashtags, you're expanding your reach to more than just the people that follow you. Okay. That's another reason why TikTok and Instagram Reels are so big. Big distinction here. When you post on Facebook, who do you reach? You just reach your friends, your people, the subscribers. When you post on Instagram, who do you reach? Your followers. When you post on Instagram Reels and when you post on TikTok, you reach beyond that. Okay? You're reaching the whole world based on your hashtags. That's why Reels get so many views, because it's Mary. I mean, I'll take a guess, Mary. How many followers do you have on Instagram? Like a couple hundred, maybe 1,000, maybe more. I don't know. You're muted right now. But anyway, I don't know if she gets her audio, but the point is,
Instagram, I only have 574.
Bingo. So how did she get 4,000 views on a reel? It wasn't from 574 people. It was from the whole world.
Right.
That's the difference. A lot of you are struggling with social media because you only have X amount of followers. And you're like, I'm not getting engagement. Nobody's liking my stuff. Nobody's commenting. I have 200 followers. I have 300 friends. I have 5,000 friends, whatever the case. Instagram Reels and TikTok, boom, opens you up to the whole world. Make sense? That's why it's so big. All right. I'm trying to really help you understand all of this craziness on a big level before I get into the nitty gritty. Is this helpful? Let me know in the chat. Okay, Fiesdorf says, what are the right hashtags to use? Yes, great perspective. Yes, helpful. Yes, go ahead. Question.
So listening to what you're saying, does that mean that like stories, since those are probably just seen by our people, is that kind of a complete waste of time and everything we should be doing should be reels? Because I sometimes look at it like my reels are things that are like almost like my little movies that I do rarely, but when I do them, they get a lot more views. But like on a day to day, I do more like posts and stories.
So you definitely want to keep doing stories. Stories is going to keep you top of mind for your people, right? You're literally top with that circle for the people that follow you, that your circle will always stay on top. They'll be following your story. As far as posting on Instagram, I would say Reels way more powerful than a regular post, because Reels is going to get you out beyond your followers. So I wouldn't stop the stories. Stories are like you just feed them all day as you're documenting your day. It's keeping you top of mind with your people. They're staying engaged with you. Reels is if you want to get more views. Like if you wanted exposure for a property, you could do a reel with a really great music that's trending. And that's how people get like tens and hundreds of thousands of views on a property. Make sense? Okay, cool. Keep going here. Instagram Reels. So this is a reel, okay, that we did for our client, Monica Reiner. We helped her go from 200 followers to 2,600 followers, but then we did a reel for her that got 11,000 views. Now, what kind of reels would do really good? And somebody asked about hashtags, right? Kind of answer the same question twice. What does really good on hashtags and what does really good on reels is local content. Okay, like I've seen reels go really viral, like what's your favorite town on Long Island, or what's your favorite town in the Hamptons, or my buddy Tristan Ahumada, he does a lot of reels about Malibu, California. So I mean, the more you hashtag local stuff, the more you geographically target yourself, the more you're going to get views. Now, don't pick a town that's only got 100 people in it, like I don't know, Seacliff, Long Island, but pick a town that's a little bit bigger. Pick a hashtag like Westchester, like what's your favorite town in Westchester? Create a poll or create a reel about it. Do the hashtag Westchester real estate, hashtag Westchester, put in some hashtags for some local areas. Don't forget to include hashtags for real estate, hashtags for, social media. Pick some random, really big hashtags. And how you know a hashtag is good is when you see 1 million views, 1 billion views on that hashtag. When you type in the hashtag on Instagram, it drops down and actually shows you how big a reach that hashtag has. Make sense so far? Reels inspire audience with short, entertaining videos. So again, this is short format content. What else do they say about Reels? I mean, it's
Got
really
a question in the chat, Alex.
Yeah.
What do you mean by local hashtags?
Local hashtag would be like the towns that you focus on. What are the local towns that you serve? Right? What are the local landmarks? Because obviously you don't want necessarily a follower you'll get followers from wherever, but what matters to you more is that they're local, right? Here's the mistake people make on social media. I got this huge, wide ocean of people, and then I post a property in this one specific town, and it's like, I'm looking for like 1 or 2 people to buy this property or to put an offer, or like in today's world, 30 people to put an offer, right? But 30 people in an ocean of billions. So you have to zone in on your local area. You have to hashtag your local area so that local people see your stuff. YouTube Shorts. These down here are YouTube Shorts. Now, what's different about YouTube versus YouTube Shorts? YouTube was horizontal video. YouTube Shorts is vertical video. YouTube was longer videos, 8 to 10 minutes, even up to an hour. YouTube Shorts, 30 seconds. So my TikTok people that do my TikTok, like I have a video company that shoots all my TikTok for me professionally. I distribute my TikTok on Instagram Reels. I distribute my TikTok on YouTube Shorts. That's where it starts for me. For some of you, it may start at Facebook or it may start at Instagram, but YouTube Shorts is your short format for YouTube.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you said you have a company that comes and does those videos for you, what do you do? Block out a period of time and just run through a whole bunch of videos, and then they take it from there about where the hashtags go, and they do the background work for you, the lighting, the setup, all of that?
100%. Because I've done it all, right? Like I've tried to do it myself. It takes
Right.
a lot of time.
Right.
Sometimes I forget, right? Like a day goes by and I forgot to post. So what do I do now is I batch it. I have them come, block out 3-4 hours. We meet a week before, brainstorm all the ideas that I'm going to do. And then I just do 3 hours of videos. I do like 20 to 40 videos in 3 hours, short format.
Okay.
Right. And then I have them add the beautiful music, do the layover text. I have them distributed on TikTok. I have them distributed on Instagram. I have them distributed on YouTube Shorts. I mean, yeah, this stuff costs money,
Right.
but I'm at a point now where I need that kind of reach. I need that kind of exposure. Plus, I'm paving the way for all of you. By me testing all this stuff, I can teach you which is the best way to do it. Right.
What is your rate of return? Like, how many more people follow you after that? Do you get a 10,000 bump? You get a 5,000 bump?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, I launched my Instagram, got it up to like 100,000 followers. I leveraged my Instagram to launch my podcast because people who want to be on my podcast really want to see that I have a lot of followers. Otherwise, why would they waste their time? I got the best influencers on my podcast in the first season, like Tristan Ahumada, CEO of Lab Coat Agents, Gary Ashton, #1 Remax team in the world. I just booked Elena Cardone, who's like one of the biggest, her and her husband are the #1 most followed realtors in the world. Ryan Serhan's #3 on the list for us. And one of those podcast episodes turned into a $100,000 investor and over 25,000 in revenue. Just one of those episodes. I can go on and I have lists of how much this returned for me. So yeah, I mean, it absolutely returns. If I hadn't built my social media profiles 3 years ago, because I didn't start that long ago with like really pushing it, I would not have the company where it is right now. There's no question. I mean, it's returned like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not close to $1 million. So yeah, it's a long-term play. Okay. I mean, this isn't for, I'm in the business for 3 weeks. I want to test out if I'm a realtor. This is like, I'm committed. I'm all in. I'm going to do this. Then you go short form content. Then you go, get a company to come record your videos and get your name out there. All right. So videos must not be more than 60 seconds long in duration. They must be shot in portrait orientation. This is for YouTube Shorts. Portrait orientation, and the titles or the descriptions must contain hashtag shorts in it. Okay. Now I want to get into how do you get your content to actually get views? So Mary got 4,000 views, and I know people that get lots of views on their content. And I'm going to give you some tips right now, Mary, where if you did this, you'd probably get 10,000 views or 20,000 views. Okay. It's all about the hook. And what I'm sharing with you, I've invested, I don't know, $50,000 to get to understand this whole concept between all the TikTok people I've hired and media people I've hired. The hook is what brings people in. Now, a lot of people are going live on Facebook and they're not using a hook. What is a hook? A hook is a catchy title, right? You know, when you go in the airport and you see all the books on the shelf, and you're like, which book should I buy while I'm on the airplane? Well, that's a hook. The title is a hook. It's catching you. It's bringing you in. Why are you going to click on that video? Why are you going to click on that post? Because there's a hook. So what are you saying above your Facebook post? What are you saying about your Instagram post? What are you saying about your video that's going to draw them in? That is the biggest key in getting views. Okay, you can do reels, you can do videos, you can do all of that, but without a good hook, your view count is going to go way down, or not as good as if you had a great hook. So let's look at hooks. I've been playing with hooks. These are some of the hooks I've been doing. So this is my Instagram reels lately. Start owning your value. I've invested in myself, a life with balance, 3 secrets, the biggest mistake. What do you notice in common here about these hooks? Somebody throw it out. They're short and sweet. Exactly. That's a good hook. Is short and sweet. Catchy.
That they're a little bit vague. It doesn't.
Yes, that's bingo. You hit the nail on the head. The curiosity, right? My executive assistant did a TikTok, and it was her covering up her security camera with a towel as she brought something into the house. Everybody wanted to know what that something was. She got over 1 million views, right? Now, what does that mean for your business? Okay, that doesn't mean anything for your business, except that her getting 1 million views led to her getting thousands and thousands of followers. Okay. So it's got to pique your curiosity. Like the biggest mistake. What is the biggest mistake, Alex? I want to watch that video. The 3 secrets. What 3 secrets? In this video, I will talk about X, Y, and Z, but don't give it away, right? Pique their curiosity. And this is a shortcut. What's a shortcut? I want to watch that, right? So the more I'm playing with these hooks, the more I'm getting views. I'm talking like 600% more views just because of hooks than my previous videos. Good, is that landing for everybody? So here's some hooks for all of you. And I'm gonna get a little controversial in my hooks, but just to play with you all a bit. Do not sell your home without this. That could be a hook. Right? Instead of you know what everybody's saying on social media right now? I sold that home in less than 24 hours. I had 32 offers. We're so tired of that. In fact, you're actually invoking stress for the homeowners because they're like, wait, if I list, you mean I'm going to be kicked out of my home in less than 24 hours? I'm not ready for that. So pique some curiosity with your hooks. What's the biggest mistake in selling your home? The best time to list your home, things that'll pique curiosity, right? Now I'm going to get super controversial. Don't judge me. It also undermines our worth in defending our commission. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Because if it can sell that fast, it's like, well, what do you really do? Right? Instead, I would talk about how I negotiated and maneuvered 32 offers to get this amazing list price, right? Or like, here's the things that you may want to consider when selling because things are moving pretty quickly right now, right? Or how I settle your stress as I take you through this transaction. Now, here's controversial. I'm not saying you need to do these, but why people hate realtors. How many people do you think would watch that video? Right? I mean, it may not be the video for you, but just saying some people are doing that and it's working. The most expensive home in the world. People love to see what the most expensive home in the world. The most expensive home in Westchester, right? Ryan Serhan just did a video about a $100 million home that had 100 feet of beachfront in Miami. And he like ran down the beach like chariots of fire, right? What does a $100 million home look like? Of course, people want to watch that. 3 types of realtors to avoid. You're not it, but what if it, the realtor that tells you what you want to hear, but then can't really sell it for that price. Make sense? So those are some ideas on hooks. You don't have to get controversial, but you do have to get catchy and you do want to be a little vague in order to draw people in. Let's look at reels. So these are my reels, right? Look at the views, 3,000, 3,400, 2,500, 2,200, 1,300, 400, 600. What does that tell me? That the content that's getting 3,000 views and 2,200 views is way more interesting than the content that's getting only 408 views. So make sure you're looking at your analytics to know what works. I will probably repurpose these videos a few different times. So don't think that just one post is like, that's it. You can actually repurpose that and repurpose that later. Like a month later, I could reintroduce that video with a different tagline and it was probably going to do pretty good. Catchy content. This is my favorite part, the TikTok playground. If you open TikTok on a desktop computer, this is what it looks like. Everybody's using it on mobile, right? I'm going to give you a trick. Go check out somebody's TikTok on a desktop computer. It'll fill the screen like this, and you can see which content is doing the best. And you can copy their ideas. You can copy their catchy taglines and content. They're doing the work for you. It can be your own video, but you can say, oh, that's a trending, catchy headline. I may want to use that, right? If you look at this, you can see which videos are doing the best. Now I'm just getting started with TikTok, right? I'm like only at 344 followers. On Instagram, I'm over 100,000. It's a little bit more of a game on TikTok to get followers, but once you go viral, it goes up really quick. But this tells you which ones are doing great. Like my YouTube hack did 4,000 views. Shortcut for YouTube subscribers. What you don't know. What else did good? Getting revenue with LinkedIn. Let's fix your Google reputation. Look at my buddy here. My buddy here using the same TikTok company that I'm using. He got 1 million views with a video that said, I know you're right. He started the same place as me. I'm just getting started with the same company. I know you're right. Sorry, thank you. Got 3.5 million views. This guy's making already, he made over $100,000 just from his TikTok. Why? Because he got people to sign up for his webinars and for his live events just from his TikTok account. It's crazy. This is how stuff fast moves on social media, by the way. It's not like when you get it going, it really moves quickly. Here's my buddy Ben. I brought him in before. He's a health coach. He used to be charging like $30 an hour. Then he went up to $80 an hour as a health coach. Then he went into social media. And now he charges over $1,000 an hour as a functional medicine speaker. Okay, crazy. Social media. He got over 150,000, 100 plus thousand subscribers on YouTube. He gets over $3,500 a month just from YouTube to pay his rent. And he has over 200,000 subscribers on TikTok. All this just in the last couple of years. Iris is asking, what's the company name? Our company is Real Grader. I don't know if you're looking for our company or a different company. Lainey, also, yep, okay, good. All right, so what are you learning so far from all this? What's your biggest takeaway? Let me know in the chat. TikTok does pay as well. You can monetize on TikTok, but you got to get up to like a significant amount to start doing that.
My son got paid. My son got paid from a couple candy companies for his TikTok. He was making like $400 a month.
Yeah, Lainey says, must engage TikTok, must be consistent. Lauren says, sounds like you can try anything and see how it goes. Just put yourself out there and make more reels. Absolutely. Test stuff out. You can always hit delete, by the way, right? Delete is always available for you all. Anne Marie says, video will get you noticed. Absolutely. You know how many people, like we're raising $1 million right now in our company. We raised 800,000 and we have 200 to go. How many investors get back to me and they go, oh, I researched you. I love your videos. They're amazing. Like that builds credibility instantly. How do you keep getting content? You just have to keep producing it, or you have to bulk do it, meaning like just do it in one sitting. You're gonna think this is crazy, but like I did 2 3-hour shoots and I have 90 videos that are gonna last me over 3.5 months. And they're gonna be distributed on every channel. So 6 hours got me 90 days of content. All right, so now my question for all of you, how is your digital presence? When we're looking at these sites, do I post every day? Absolutely, Mary, yes. On one channel or another, and now I have it scheduled with my team to post on like pretty much every channel. All right, so how often is it ideal to post? Ideal to post is every day, right? I mean, well, hold on, let's talk about ideal, what's real, what's realistic. I mean, ideal to post is a couple times a day, even. People do that and it works. Ben posts 3 times a day. I plan on posting at least twice a day with my new social media strategy. And for all of you, I would say you should try to do a post every day. If you could, you should definitely be posting a couple times a week at this point. But most important is that you have things set up really well. A lot of you get into it without proper structure, having it set up the right way. So that's my question right now is like, how many of you are set up on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn? Do you have your profile set up the right way? Do you have a business Facebook and a personal Facebook? You need both. Your Instagram should be a business Instagram. Your YouTube channel should exist. Absolutely, because Google owns YouTube. Your LinkedIn profile should be set up the right way. You should be set up on Google, on homes.com, on realtor.com. That's where your online reputation lives. Those are all the places. Because think about it, if I wanted to list or buy with you, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go to search? Where do you think I go first nowadays? Lauren says Google. Absolutely. And what shows up on Google? And Iris says Zillow. Some people are going to go search on Zillow. I don't personally. I search on realtor.com versus Zillow. But I search on Google once I find the realtor that I'm interested in working with. So when I search you on Google, all of these show up. Your TikToks could show up. Your Instagram could show up. Your YouTube, your Facebook, especially your YouTube videos, because Google owns YouTube. This is what a Google business page looks like. All of you need to have this. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get this too. How can you manage all of this though, right? Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Zillow, homes.com, realtor.com. You can't. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you think that you're going to do real estate and manage all 8 of these profiles consistently, it's 2 different jobs. It's like a lot. I mean, Mary knows. How much is it, Mary? Even you're not even an active realtor, right, Mary? Like, how much is it for you to keep up on all of this for the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors? It's like a lot of work. So this is what happens is you all missing opportunities, right? And if I was to grade you out of 100, for those of you that texted Josh, text in what number you think you'd grade yourself, like out of 100. If you didn't text Josh, put it in the chat. But if I was to grade your online presence, like I want to list, I have $1 million home and I want to give you the listing. But then I go check you out online. Am I going to give you like 100 out of 100? Or am I going to say, oh, you're like a 30 out of 100? What grade would you get? Natalia says a 50.
In a couple 25s, couple 30s.
Elizabeth says a 15. All right, so the average grade is a 30. I'm going to take one of you through the hot seat. So Josh, do you want to pick somebody that texted in that I can Google Live? You're muted right now. That's like my new most repeatable quote. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Let's do Natalia.
Natalia. Okay, perfect.
She's up for it. She said she's got a 50. Let's see where she's at.
What's the last name?
Rathbauer, Rathbauer.
Say it one more time. R-A.
Thbauer.
Okay, Natalia. Is Natalia on video right now?
Yeah.
Awesome, Natalia. If you want to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see where you are. I'm trying to find you. Are you in the green shirt? Say hi.
Yeah.
Where are you? Okay, got you. Perfect. Sorry, I'm looking at a lot of faces. I'm trying to find you. All right, so we're going to go through your online presence, and it's not embarrassing. Trust me. We'll find a couple things, and we'll give you a lot of recommendations. Everybody, pay attention along the way, because whatever she has missing, you may have missing. Maybe you have some of this stuff in place, but we're gonna go through it. So the first thing is Google Business, right? If you had a Google Business page, it would appear on the right-hand side when I Google your name. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, remove realtor.
Yep.
Just put Natalia Rathbauer and we'll come.
Let's see if I can find it on the maps.
You
There you
should-
go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so she does have a Google Business page right here, and it's set up with her title and Coldwell Banker Realty. That's the way that you all want your Google Business page set up. Okay, that's like the right way to do it. The only thing I'd recommend is the initial photo should actually be a photo of you. So I have that like initial, credit, reputation, credibility, relatedness with you, right?
It's just every time that I post a different picture, it changed which picture is that. So if you go in all the pictures, I had original mine, but every time I add pictures, it keeps changing which one is the first.
There's a setting in the dashboard of Google that allows you to set a default
Oh,
profile photo. What's happening? Yeah, because people can upload pictures over that, and that's how that happens.
mhm.
You do have 7 reviews, which is great. And everybody, that's why you want to have reviews, because it builds instant credibility that she's got 7 5-star reviews. Okay, now everybody wants to work their way up to a minimum of 25 reviews.
Yeah.
That's really the game you want to be in. Now, besides that, she has some photos down here. You can also add your listings on Google Business.
Mhm.
And my recommendation for all of you is to add your sold properties, not your active.
Okay.
Why? Because active is more homework for you. You got to change it to under contract. Once it's sold, and that'll make you look good, right? I'm all about saving time here.
Okay.
Next thing is to look at is, okay, you have your agent page. I'm going to look at your Zillow profile, see if I have any recommendations there. Awesome, you're a go-getter. You got 17 sales in the last 12 months. You got 27 reviews on Zillow. You can actually copy these reviews and put them in realtor.com in the recommendation. Okay, everybody can do that. Everybody can copy reviews from Zillow or from Google or from anywhere and put them on your realtor.com profile so that it matches your reputation on both.
Okay.
Besides that, you do have a bio here, which is great. I would just break this down into some paragraphs. And then I would recommend putting a link on the top to either your website or to something so they click off of Zillow and get into your world and you get the lead, right? So most people don't know that, but you can put links in the bio on Zillow. On the right-hand side, she has her website, she has her Facebook, she has her LinkedIn. You can also add a video here, like an intro video or a Coldwell Banker video, something professional. It almost acts like a Zillow Premier, even though, yeah, you are Zillow Premier. Zillow Premier allows video. And even if you're not Zillow Premier, you're allowed to have video here. How many people knew that? Let's see over here. Caroline says, my reviews are not posting. Yeah, Caroline's asking about reviews not posting. Google does that a lot. You know, like they don't let all the reviews hit your profile. It's really annoying. I'll be straight honest about it. One of the recommendations we have there is tell your people not to use special characters like exclamation points. Those special characters sometimes get flagged and the review doesn't get posted. And also it's not a good idea to batch and have like a bunch of reviews come in at the same time, because then Google kind of flags it and doesn't let all of them post. Let's go to the next one. So that's Realtor. You got your Facebook page over here. So for your Facebook page, good, you got a little branding over here, but I'd love to see the Coldwell Banker logo in your branding.
Mhm.
And you have WhatsApp listed here. Probably you do a lot of international business, but I usually recommend the call to action to be a click to call to your phone number
Okay.
so that you get more leads that way. On your Facebook, you can also social media stack, but all of you should have a branded image. You should have a click to call button. Your title should look like hers. Notice she's got a nice headshot. Make sure your headshots are consistent everywhere. And you add all your social media on Facebook to help cross-link everything. All of these things, by the way, are things we do for our clients. I'll tell you about that at the end. I'm going to check out her LinkedIn as well. I'm actually not logged into LinkedIn, so let me just go there real quick. Actually, I'll come back to that one. Give me a second. And let's see what else you got here. You do have some videos on Facebook. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but I don't use that much.
Okay. So some of these videos you posted to Facebook, you could just post them to YouTube.
I have some, yeah.
Okay, cool. And then notice this is your realtor.com. So this is where you can copy all those reviews in. You're going to want to, you can add video on realtor.com also.
Okay.
And then the most important thing you're actually missing leads on realtor.com. You probably don't get any leads on realtor.com, right?
No.
Yeah, because you don't have any service areas right now. So you're basically not listed on any directory on realtor.com. If somebody was to look for a realtor in, Rye, New York, you wouldn't even be on the list. So there's a section for all of you service areas. You can have up to 20 service areas. And we've noticed that once realtors populate that, they start to get more realtor.com leads.
Okay.
Let's see, anything else here? I didn't see your homes.com yet. Oh, there it is. Perfect. It's on page 2. So here's your homes.com. You do have 5 service areas here. Great. On homes, you can only have 5 service areas. So that's good that you have that. You're missing your bio. You have a
Yep.
different headshot here. And you're also at your older company.
Yeah.
So you can update that as well. And then you can add all your social media here as well. So all this cross-linking, all this consistency, all drives your Google presence to have a professional Google presence. So far, what have you seen as your biggest takeaway, Natalia?
Cross-linking realtor.com and keep up. It's just so many different websites that you have to keep consistent. And I noticed I'm missing, I didn't even remember homes.com or realtor.com. Sometimes you focus in 1 or 2, and when you go to Google, they are all there. So you really have to cross-examine and make sure that's all consistent throughout.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to consider when people want to list their property with you, they are going to Google you.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that looks a little funky,
Yeah.
that could be a turnoff, and then you're wondering, why didn't I get the phone call?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Lainey says, how do you get clients to post reviews on Google? I've only been using Zillow. So yeah, everybody should really be pushing Google reviews over Zillow reviews at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you get reviews on Google? I'll go back over here. Is you request them, and there's a share button here. If you go to your Google business page, you have to have one, which does take a little bit of time to set up. There's a share button here, and you can copy that link and send people. There's even a deeper shortcut that goes right to the reviews, but you have to know a little something about programming. But that review at least takes them right to the Google business page.
Can we take existing reviews from Zillow page and put them on? No. Okay.
Only to realtor.com.
And realtor.com and homes.com are going after Zillow big time right now. So you're starting to see a lot of marketing, a lot of commercials. And homes.com actually is, we find that's one of the platforms a lot of agents are missing, or they have one, they don't know it, and it's just sitting there blank. And they get a lot of searches on their mobile app, like tens of thousands a day on homes.com. So they're making a big comeback. They got a lot of funding behind them. So definitely that's a platform you want to be on.
They just got bought by CoStar for like $150 million. They're going to be redoing that entire portal and like taking Zillow by storm. Can you take company? Okay, Stacy, that's the same thing. Can you take company reviews and add to Google? No, so you can't do that either. All right, how about for the rest of you, what's your biggest takeaway from what we saw with Natalia? How do you stand in comparison? Let's go back over here. So based on what you're seeing right now, how many people feel like they really just need everything set up the right way? Awesome. So what I'm about to share with you is what we've created, which is called the 8-site digital blueprint. So we've gone through and optimized over 6,000 real estate agents and influencers on all 8 of these platforms. We created a process for it. We have a team of 32 people that does it. And we go in and we do a 90-minute call with you to learn everything about you, learn your service areas, get your right headshot, get your right bio. And then we go into each and every one of these profiles to set it up the right way. So you have the proper foundation to grow and you can actually tell people to Google you. How many people feel like they might need help with that? Awesome. So this is what we did for the #1 RE/MAX team in the world. Gary Ashton, we went in, he had an 82 out of 100. We went in and optimized all 8 of his profiles. He loved it so much. We went back to his office, optimized 16 of his agents the same way. And then he loved that so much that he invested in our company. This guy right here scored an 82 out of 100 with a marketing team. We went in and optimized his Google business page first. We went in and optimized his Facebook business page. We designed the branding for him to put it on all of his banners. We set up all the calls to action. We set up all the settings. We connected his Facebook business to his Instagram business. We got rid of duplicate accounts. He had a couple different Facebook accounts. We went and set up his Instagram business the right way. He's an influencer too. I mean, he's at 106,000 followers. We set up his LinkedIn the right way. We set up his YouTube channel with all the proper settings with the social media stack. So everything was cross-linked. Now his YouTube videos are starting to populate on Google. We set up his homes.com profile with all his social media stack, his bio, consistent headshot, everything. We set up his realtor.com profile the right way. And we set up his Zillow.com profile. We do it, we get on a 90-minute Zoom call with you. We collect everything. And then our experts go in and design the branding images for every profile, mobile responsive, desktop responsive. We go and optimize every profile. We become managers on your accounts. At the end of this process, it takes us 30 days. So within 30 days, you have everything optimized on every single platform with proper branding, with everything. We got Gary to 100. So now he shows this all over the place that he's one of the few people that really got everything nailed. We guarantee that we can get you in the high 90s, and then we just have to help you to get reviews on all the major platforms. So now Gary can say, Google me. And he said, I did a pretty good job, but there were still things that needed to be fixed. I was surprised how deep into the process you went. I knew I had a lot of profiles, but there's a lot that needs tweaking. It's pretty hard to get 100, but you guys cleaned me up, and I'm glad to have 100 now. I can confidently say, Google me. Then we gave him a digital business card too. And we gave this digital business card to Tristan Ahumada, CEO of Lab Code Agents, and 65,000 members in the Miami Association are going to get this as well. This digital business card brings everything that we do together in something on your phone that you can simply text message to people to show off how amazing you are. It shows off your reviews. It shows off your listings. It shows off your bio. It shows off links to all your social media profiles. So now you go from being invisible online to being a tech savvy agent that can share a digital business card with somebody that has your whole portfolio on it. So this digital business card's been huge.
Hey, everybody.
This is Ryan Serhan from Bravo's TV show, $1 Million Listing. He actually uses the card. He's one of our first clients.
I'm Ryan Serhan from $1 Million Listing New York, and I use Instacard, started by this guy right here, and it is awesome. It is my digital business card. I can send it to everybody. It's got all my links, photos, video, everything in it. Way better than just sending my phone number or email. I use it for all my clients, and it's changed my life.
Awesome, yeah. So what I'll share with you is this stuff works for Ryan Serhan, but it also works for brand new agents. We love what we do because we're committed to actually cleaning up and like relieving you of the stress. We've figured out the process so you don't have to waste a lot of time. Yes, there is a price tag on it, but the price tag way is undervalued compared to what you get, okay? Here's what it is. We're gonna walk you across if you're interested. You have Josh's phone number. He'll put it in the chat as well. You can text him after this call and set up a one-on-one to go over your online presence. That's totally free. But if you know that you need help with this, I would text Josh and say, do it for me, because that's what we do. We literally do it for you so that you don't have to do it and you can stay focused on the business of real estate. I'll share with you what the price is. It's definitely worth your time and money. So Set Up Your Google Business has a $297 value. That's not what we charge. Facebook Business, $297 value. Instagram Business, $97 value. YouTube, $97 value, LinkedIn, $97 value, homes.com, $97, realtor.com, and Zillow. Total value is $1,176. There's companies that charge thousands for this. Okay, we're slashing that. We give you a 90-minute call one-on-one. We create your branding for you. Just that alone is easily worth $600. That's not what we charge. So total value is $1,770. Then we set up your customized digital business card for you. We show you how to install it on your phone. That's so everything comes together and you have this simple icon on your phone with your face that you can text, QR code, or email to people. That's a $297 value. So all of this, $1,980 value, and we're offering this to you for $897 one-time investment. So for $897, one time, we set up your entire digital presence across the board. We set up your digital card. The digital card, you can keep it for $99 a year, or you can go month to month, no contract. But for $897, everything is done. So, I mean, let me ask you, Natalia, because you went through the hot seat. If all this did was get you one client, would it be worth it? I can't hear her. She's muted, but I'm sure she said yes. Yes. So yeah, so for those of you that are interested in this, just text Josh and say, yeah, do it for me, and we'll get you set up. We can get you scheduled on the calendar. We can optimize everything. For those of you considering it, at least hop on a call with Josh to review your presence, or go to getyourfreegrade.com.
I also just popped the link in the chat, Alex, that has it's the combination pricing for HGAR for the optimization and the $99 for the digital card. And the #1 review we hear back on our digital card is it definitely helped you guys build the Google reviews quick. I mean, you can text that, they click on review me, they click on the Google logo, and it takes them right to the 5-star box to post your review in like 30 seconds. So that's how our clients are racking those Google reviews up quickly, as they're using their digital card.
So Natalia, is this something you're interested in? Is this something you might want to sign up for?
Yes, definitely. And I was wondering if you guys also has any kind of program that have some content to help with content.
Yes, we do.
For social media.
So we're all about step by step. We don't want to overwhelm everybody.
Yeah.
But first thing first is set up your foundation, right?
Yeah.
Like a house, you got to have a good foundation. So we set up all your profiles. If after that you want content or you want us to post for you, we have different programs. The one that includes content, that we give you all the content and we give you all of these tools and we give you training, is a $97 per month program. So it's very affordable and there's no contract on it. You can cancel anytime. I lead that program, so you'd be part of what we call the Real Estate Influencers Group.
Mm-hmm.
And you can join that afterwards. If you want us to post for you, we have different levels to do the work and actually post for you. If you need with TikTok, we have people for that. We have all different levels, but for majority of realtors, the most popular product that we sell is this. It's the $897 setup, and then the $99 per year digital card. And then some people, you know, take it to the next level and next level. So if you're interested, click on the link in the chat or text Josh to set up some time for him. I'll give you a second to text Josh if you're interested. When you click on this link, you'll see a page like this. It'll give you the digital card for free for 30 days. I think that's, oh no, you did the 1 year 99. So yeah, we're giving you, instead of $15 a month, we're giving you the digital card for $99 for the year. So it comes to $996 total. And you're basically getting everything set up. You're getting the branding, you're getting the 90-minute call. Everything's done within 30 days of your call. And then you get the digital card for a year.
Yeah, everyone seems to be taking advantage of that 99-year special on the card. It's a great deal.
So I'm going to hang out for any questions. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. For those of you that think you're going to sign up, just give me a hand raise so I know who we are, and keep an eye out for you.
And I just wanted to say, oops, Alex, you had asked me about our social media at HGAR, and we actually hired an employee, a social media director, because it was being divided between 4 people. It was myself and 3 of my other colleagues, and it was a mishmash. And, you know, it is hard to do. I can't even imagine like just doing everything yourself. So it really is good to have somebody to help you with it. So, you know, you can worry about selling or listing houses instead of all that. So
That's pretty much, I mean, that's our mission. Like when before we even knew we were going to be RealGrader or Instacart, we just had a mission to reduce your stress, expand your digital footprint so you could focus on your business. And we started with that in mind. And then people were like, hey, I need help with this, this, and that. So we started doing that. Then we created a digital card. Our whole business model is based on us listening to the realtors on like, what are you stressed out the most about, and seeing where we can come in and solve that. So I do these classes every month. All these videos that I did here and the past videos are on Mary's YouTube channel. So I've done topics like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I did 2 classes on TikTok. whatever you need, feel free to go on Mary's YouTube channel. That's HGAR YouTube channel. And if you need any free resources from us, realgraderuniversity.com, we have guidebooks on pretty much every single profile. So if you're like a total do-it-yourselfer, power to you. It does take time. I'd rather you focus on your real estate business, but if you want to go for it, I have everything online at realgraderuniversity.com.
We'll be sending out the recording of today's program probably later this afternoon or tomorrow morning. We'll send that out to all who registered. I know there's a few people that couldn't make it today, so we'll send it out. And then you can find this and all the other ones on the our YouTube channel.
Perfect.
And Alex, I do see there's several interested on the call. So just make sure you guys, if you're registering on that link, after you put your payment info in, that next page that comes up is the calendar link to book your call with your coach for the one-on-one Zoom. That's very important that you do that as they get booked out every day further and further. So it's getting that registration done, getting on their calendar for that call, and then making sure that's booked.
Just trying to see, I think I have HGAR videos all in one place. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. So I put all the videos I've done for Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors linking to Mary's YouTube. So she'll get all the views all in one place here. You can click on that link and those are all the videos I've done. Instagram secrets, 9 secrets to tech, social secrets, YouTube, etc. If anybody wants Josh to contact them, just put your cell phone in the chat and he'll reach out to you. And if you have any questions, you can always email us at hello@realgrader.com. There's one other question. I saw somebody raise their hand.
That was me, Alex.
Yes.
Felicia Seedorf. So my question is, are you only working with realtors, or like I'm on the appraisal side? I'm on the AMC side, appraisal management. Do you work with that as well?
Yeah, we do. So for appraisal, we do title, we do mortgage, all related industries. For that, it's a 5-site optimization instead of an 8-site optimization, because you're not going to have realtor.com, homes.com, and Zillow. And we do that for $697.
Is that including the digital card, or the digital card is over that?
Digital card is $99 for the year.
Thank you.
Or $15 a month, as you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Usually people just prepay for the year because it's way cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to text me, I'll send you the link for the 5-site optimization special that the HGAR gets for that as well.
Great.
Awesome.
Well,
Thank
as
you,
usual,
everybody.
Alex. Whoops.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say thank you again, Alex. You always have such great information, and I've been doing this with you for a couple of years, and I always learn something new every time as well.
What was your biggest takeaway today?
I didn't know that you could put the titles over the reels. So that's something that it's like the call to action that you were saying, to get the hook. I didn't realize that you could do that. So now
Yep.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, when you go in reels, there's like a little, looks like some letters on top. Those
Mhm.
you can put the text and then just throw that text on top, give it a nice fancy bold or shadow.
Right. I will, that's my next project. I'm going to try that. And just so everyone knows, I am like probably the most technically challenged person out there. So if I can figure out how to do it, anybody can. Thank you all for joining us. I just want to remind you, June 21st is our next Breakfast with Benefits. We are going to have an economist from Citibank and really interesting discussion on the mid-year economic update. And that's going to be on everything. So be sure to tune in for that. There'll be emails going out and links as well. So Alex, thank you again. Josh, thank you. And I hope everyone has a good, is there a hand raised? Somebody had another question? Nope. All right. I think we're good. And everyone have a wonderful day, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Have a safe
Bye.
trip. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thanks, guys.